Hey folks, it's Jordan here from the Tech Rack, and today we have the new redesigned PS5 in its slim body. Today we're gonna unbox this PS5 and we're gonna compare it alongside the original OG PS5 that was launched back in November of 2020. And we're gonna compare the sizes of both, what's different on either consoles, and see which one is best for you. Full disclaimer, this console isn't called the PS5 Slim, it's just redesigned and it's still called the PS5. Similar to the OG PS5, this model here has two versions. It's got a disc one that we have right here and a digital version as well. The disc version comes bundled with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and a Spider-Man 2 option as well. This disc version costs $499 while the digital costs $449. But the previous models with the disc and digital cost $499 and $399 with a $100 difference. So for some reason, the digital version went up 50 bucks. And I'm not sure why. If you do want a cheaper version of the PS5, which would be that OG model with the digital version, go to a Best Buy or any retailer out there and find it right now, because once holiday season over, it's likely going to be gone and discontinued. And the only ones you're going to see on the shelves are this slim model. Let's take a look at this box. So it's got a similar look and feel to the previous OG PS5s. And we've got the Call of Duty marketing on it as well to promote the bundle with inside. So we've got the console and that's how it looks. On the side, we've got console information here as well. More Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 marketing. And then on the back, we've got some PS5 marketing. I'm based in Canada, so we've got a little bit of French here. Sony slogan that we have on the PlayStation is play like never before. That's it on the box. Now let's get this bad boy open. All right, these boxes are massive. Inside, we actually have a box within a box. So let's take this out. I think I'm gonna have to slide it out. Let's see if I can do that. All right, that took a million years to get outside of that other box, but within that original blue and white box, we have another white box with the PlayStation logo. And when we open that up, let's see what we have inside. First things first is we've got our power cable. These are the feet for the new horizontal stand that they have on the console. The previous models actually had a stand that worked for both the vertical and horizontal positions. This one out of the box is only for the horizontal position for your PS5. So if you do want a vertical stand and stand up your PS5 upright, you have to buy a $30 vertical stand. On the right side, we have the HDMI cord. And on the other side, we have the DualSense controller. For those who have already played a PS5 already, you know how amazing this controller is. Those who haven't tried it yet, it is by far the best controller ever made on any gaming system ever, period. It's got adaptive triggers and everything. So when you're racing, or let's say if you're shooting a gun, they'll put pressure on these triggers. So you're actually feeling like you're pulling, let's say that bow and arrow or shooting that gun. I'm an Xbox guy and I've been Team Xbox since the Halo 2 days. And I hate to admit it, but the PS5 is my favorite controller to use. And it's this DualSense one that we have right here. We also have a USB-C to USB cable cord. On the previous PS5s, the larger one, it was actually a USB-A to USB-C. Whoa. We got a quick start guide and we got a PS5 safety guide. We're gonna put that away. I never really look at those. And here we have the Call of Duty game code. It's not a disc version. They're gonna give you the code so you can download it digitally. If you wanted to have a physical copy and potentially sell it later after you're done with the campaign, you can do it here. Lovely wrapped PS5, and it feels so much lighter than the larger one. I kinda like it more than the previous one. As you can see on the sides, we've got 4 panels, 1, 2 on the other side, another 2 as well. And it's got that similar look and body to the larger PS5 with the disc drive right here. And we look at the front of the PS5, they've got 2 USB-C ports, we've got the power button, and now a physical eject button right beside the disc drive. Previously, it was actually a button that was right on top of the power button, so some folks mistakenly clicked that. Glossy sides are a hit and miss. I know a lot of people that don't like it, but I'm indifferent. I'm totally okay with it. Below on the console, you can see that there's the triangle, circle, X, and square buttons right there, and I believe it's because when we put these feet on, it's actually hits the ground on the other side and ensures that the disk drive isn't against the floor. Putting these feet in, I think you just take the two ends, place them in. Oh, let's turn it to the side. So how it's supposed to look, I'm not sure how it looks because you're seeing it on the other side, but I hope it looks good. I kind of like it. I already know this is significantly smaller. I looked online and it looks like it's gonna be a 30% decrease in size. Pretty significant there, but not crazy. I know previous slim models on the PS4 and the PS3 and so on were super slim. I think this is probably all they could do based off all the power, internals, and everything that they have inside. I still think it's pretty amazing that they can fit all this power within it. So good on you, Sony. On the back, we have the power adapter port. We got two USB-A's. We've got the LAN Ethernet port, and finally the HDMI port as well. All right, I brought up my PS5 digital that I have. The original I got a few years back. And of course, this is the slimmed out version, the new model. So we're gonna put them side by side, and I wanna show you all the difference. So you can see it comes out slightly here, and it's a bit taller on the length. When it comes to the width, it looks slightly slimmer, but it's really condensed. So the depth of it and the length of it on the vertical side is much shorter. I still don't mind the glossiness on the side here. For me, I think it's a win, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Outside of the size of the consoles, the main differences lie in the internal storage, the stands that we have here, and the disk drive functionality. When it comes to internal storage, this new model here comes with 1 terabyte of SSD. Previous model actually had only 825. And for those of you who know how large next-gen games can add up to when it comes to storage, some of them are plus 200 gigs. When it comes to that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 game that this bundle comes with, it's likely that it takes up more than 200 gigabytes of your SSD. So right there, you've got 1/5 of your storage taken away. I personally feel that 1 terabyte is still quite low. I think 1.5 would have been nice, but 2 terabytes would have been such a good sweet spot. Those who need more than the 1 terabyte internal storage within this console, Sony still allows you to open up this PS5 and place in another internal SSD drive with a heatsink, and it can go upwards to 4 or 8 terabytes. So you can still add quite a bit of internal storage yourself, and they make it pretty simple and easy to do. Although it feels like you're going to be breaking one of these parts here. This disc version of the PS5 now has a removable disk drive. So the one you see down here, that can be taken off. And when you think about the digital one, you can actually buy a disk drive for the PS5 and add it to your digital console later on. It will cost an additional $30 on top of the $50 difference here. So roughly an $80 increase. When these consoles only have a difference of $50, it might just make more sense to go with the PS5 disc version. These stands are different from the previous console, where the previous console actually had a 2-in-1 stand, both for vertical standing and also horizontal. This one only comes with the horizontal one, so you'll have to buy the vertical stand at a retailer for roughly around $30. That's the new PS5 Slim. These are the two versions here right now that you can pick up right before the holidays. I know that the larger PS5 is going to be discontinued soon. Whatever stock is available right now from Sony is what you have, and it'll likely run out by the end of this year potentially, or early next year. If you prefer the larger design, especially on that digital that is actually $50 cheaper than the digital on the new design, it's probably worth getting your hold on it right now. If you prefer the slim design that we have here, then my recommendation would be to go with the disc version, because if you do add one of the disc drives to a digital redesigned PS5 later on, you're going to be paying more than you would with this disc drive already on it. All right, folks, there we have it, the new PS5 Slim. Which console do you prefer, the larger one or the slim one? And if you had to get the slim one, which one would you rather, the Spider-Man 2 bundle or the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3? Thanks so much, folks, and hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and we will see you soon.